Hello my friends, I'm Jihondo and welcome back to our Let's Play of OpenTTD Season 2. This is episode 54. And episode 53, we're just grinding through our missions. The only one I think is going to complete very soon is this guy here that I'm highlighting on the coal to Menworth plant here. So that should finish up pretty soon. We're already 95% of the way, and the next piece, which I guess 96 or 97, is already on its way. So good progress there. The only other thing that went on of any real note is actually external to the game itself. As I mentioned in that episode, and just in case anyone missed it, is I'm making a very slight change to my recording schedule. Instead of doing 4 OpenTTDs per day and a occasional bonus Rail Tycoon, I'm instead going to be doing 2 or 3 OpenTTDs per day, 1 or 2 Auroras per day, and then still continuing to do Rail Tycoon as bonuses whenever whim strikes me. So just a slight change. So today we're doing 3 OpenTTDs, and then I'll do 1, maybe 2 Auroras after that as well. But so today's the first day you're going to see only 3 OpenTTDs. So please don't be sad, but there's tons and tons and tons of episodes recorded already, so you have plenty to look at. Whoa, what do we got here? Hey, a new locomotive, and it's faster, more powerful. Yes, absolutely yes. We shall definitely go and set those upgrades up right away. Come here, because that is a drastic update. I will let them expire on their own. No need to replace them immediately. But absolutely, even from our better engine here, you can see it only weighs a little bit more, but it has tons more power, so it'll haul very easily. It also has a much better top speed. Well, I shouldn't say much better. Relatively, it's just a small jump, but still a better top speed. And even though it costs more, it actually even costs less year over year, and it lasts a little longer. So absolutely, this is a big upgrade. Fantastic. Okay, so that's good. We'll eventually start getting better trains. I could have set it to replace all of them immediately, but it doesn't seem that big a deal. The trains we have now are doing just fine, so it's not like any of them are breaking down and blocking traffic and what have you, like we had with some road vehicles a few episodes ago. I think it was one of the mail. I'm pretty sure it was one of the mail runs. I just can't remember what city it was in. My memory is sadly not what it used to be, as far as I can remember. Anyway, there we go. So that's dropped off. We jumped to 96 as expected. Let's speed up for a bit. I shut this train off of doing full loads. So the reason being, by the time it gets back here, it's going to have enough. Well, there's already enough right there for 1 full car. Actually, what I am going to do, I'm just going to push it down, if I can get at it, to 2 cars. And then not full load, because by the time it gets here, it'll have enough for 1 full car and 1 partial car. It's never going to have enough for the 3rd car anyway. So there's no need to haul that empty car back and forth. It's just adding weight, slowing the train down, and accomplishing nothing. Yeah, so it'll have enough for 1 full car, which is 35, and just shy of half of the next one. By the time this comes in, though, it should have had 1 or 2 more updates. It updates every couple days. There it goes. Yeah. It always updates after the same number of days. It's just however much it puts in is based on this production. A higher production doesn't mean it pours into the station more often. It just means it pours more in at a time. So if I had a production, several thousand, it would still be several days between ticks, but then it would drop in hundreds at a time. Whereas if the production was really, really low, then it would be very less. Now, if your production is less than, I think it's about 6 or something, it is possible that it just ticks in a 0, so nothing visibly happens, but it still does the ticks. So anyway, just thought I would share that little tidbit of not particularly useful information with you, just because I can. So as you can see, yeah, the two, it split them up, but basically that's, whoa, 1 full car and 1 near full car. New aircraft. Yes, yes, yes. Double the speed. Yes, 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 please. Let's come over here and see precisely. Okay, so this one, Okay, so it has the same carrying. Oh, actually, I guess I can get rid of that. We don't have any of those anymore. So it has the same types. So it still can't use this, for example, to carry like iron or coal or something. It's still only, these smaller goods. Um, the lifespan's a lot lower, which I don't like. The reliability is lower, but that's just because it's a prototype. That will improve as of next year, so I'm not worried about that. But the fact that it's double the speed, basically, and, well, about triple the passengers and about 1.5 the mail, absolutely worth it. Yes, it costs more to run, doesn't last as long, totally worth it anyway. So we are going to say, yes, go ahead and start replacing them. I won't do immediates because I do want to give it a chance to get out of the prototype stage. But absolutely, we will start using them whenever a plane wants to be upgraded. Well, that one definitely won't be anytime soon. It just finished an upgrade, so I should have checked. Do I have any that are... No, none of them are getting close. I know I don't have any of the old planes anymore. They're all done, but I wanted to see if I had any of the newer ones that were already getting close to their age, but it doesn't look like it. That's okay. Anyway, we shall continue to grind coal out of here, because I definitely want to see this mission complete. We didn't get a mission completed last episode at all, so that kind of upsets me. I don't mind if we don't make great progress every episode, but I do want to make at least some progress whenever we can. And there's no reason we shouldn't be able to finish this mission off here. Unless this mine mysteriously empties itself in the next, 4 train loads. Which I guess could happen, but would be really, really unfortunate. There's no reason, as far as I can tell, that this shouldn't finish. So we're hauling approximately 40 tons per trip, which is about 57 would be 1%. So just shy of 1%, so call that, yeah, I think 4 trips. Might be a 5th, but I'm thinking 4 trips. Anyway. Okay, I'm noticing a lot of congestion happening here. Let's go see what's happening. Okie dokie. So this bank is clearly not... Oh, it's not even necessarily the bank. It might just be... What is happening here? Some kind of traffic jam. Okay, here's what we're going to do. You, sir, are going to get out of the way, and I'm going to sell you off. Because this is just far too much traffic here. All these mail trucks are stuck behind these valuables. So, I already sold off a couple of the valuables trucks in another city, but clearly this one might need to be done as well. These are the ones to Sawchurch. I had sold off some Fort Bedminster to Pronstow routes as well. I didn't realize we were also having the same trouble in Trunhall. So, that definitely does not work for me. So we're going to get rid of a couple of these. And once they're done, that will help. Now this is the one where I can... So, there we go. That's not too bad. There's one city, I don't remember which one it is, and I thought it was this one, but there's one city where I can just really never see the depot, because there's too many buildings in the way. I thought it was this city, but this is not too bad to see, unless maybe there was a different building here in front of it or something. But there's one I remember where I built it when the city was, very, very small, so it was outside the city slightly. And since then, the city's grown so much that it's just, completely enveloped it. But anyway. Let's get rid of you. It looks like I still may need to get rid of a few more. Yeah, I don't like having this much waiting. It's also very hard to get the actual vehicle, because that's exactly where the station is, of course. Okay, maybe it'd be easier to do it this way. Do any of these help us? Not really. I really just need to get a vehicle moving so I can take it off the route. That's another valuable, so let's get rid of it. And then future runs will be better. Won't help for right now while it's in a traffic jam, but it will help future traffic jams from occurring. Anyway, I think basically what's happened is because when I originally set these routes up, we still only had horses and really lousy steam engines with very low carrying capacity, so I added a lot of vehicles. No, I don't want to buy a company that has done nothing, thank you. Now that these vehicles are much faster, can carry more, these banks can't keep up with them anymore. Their production's too low. So I just need to cull off some of these vehicles. If the game had the capacity when it's doing an auto renew to also compress, that would be awesome, but it doesn't. What I mean by compress is, say, instead of just upgrading a horse team to a truck 1-to-1, it would have to wait until it had 2 truck teams, and that would remove both of them and renew just as 1 truck. That's what I'm talking about. That would be awesome. That doesn't exist, but that would be awesome. Anyway, oh, now it's going to be even harder to get at these. Now there's going to be a huge building in the way. Awesome. Anyway. At least sometimes these other vehicles will come in, they'll go around the other way, and that lets some stuff get moving, but it's not consistent enough. But anyway, once I'm able to get a couple of these vehicles off the route entirely, that will help in future, so. Okay, so now I've got 2 or 3 vehicles heading to depot to get sold off. Yeah, 3 of them. There we go. So that should help in future with the traffic jams here. They may still happen from time to time, but they should not last as long because there just won't be so many vehicles there for valuables waiting. We will still get traffic jams because the production on this bank is terrible. I don't know if there is a way to increase that, or if it counts kind of like an iron mine, for example, where it just goes up and down randomly on its own. Clearly adding another city to the route doesn't help. In fact, it kind of made it worse by having more vehicles here. I thought maybe having 2 banks that connect to this bank would help this one increase in its productivity, but that is absolutely 100% not the case. So, anyway, let's close that off. And we'll go back over here. Oh, never mind, I won't. It's done. I was going to say we can go back and look at that coal mine. That should be just about done, but it is in fact done. So now we are just waiting on our friend Busy Bee here to give us something else. And hopefully it's something new and not just a duplicate. We actually could finish off this one as well. This is getting very close as well. It only wants, what would that be, about 40 passengers? Yeah, 1% would be 20. How much do these buses hold? Was it 30 or something? Oh, it's a mail truck. So is that? I need a passenger bus, sir. There you are. 34. So 1 or 2, depending on rounding, more trips of the bus to Greslingham, and that will complete as well. Awesome. We actually may get 2 of them done in this episode. That would be groovy. Groovy. Yes, I do a very, very lousy impression of Ash from Evil Dead, so. Bruce Campbell, your career is safe. I won't be taking it off you anytime soon, sir. Alright, so it has replaced that one mission with a wood mission to a sawmill, which appears to already be in progress from a forest that has tons of production. So that one will run smoothly on its own. We will ignore it. So we're still holding out hope that this one generates something new. Once a bus or 2 arrives. So that bus just left, this one's dropping off, so it's definitely done. It's only a case of the update now. Because this doesn't update instantly, it runs every so many days. I think it's every 10 days or something. Maybe 5, I'm not sure. But either way, it's done. We just had to wait for the update. And now we just need to wait for the next update for another replacement mission. And again, fingers crossed, that it will be something new. If it's not something new, I will go and build a new route of something, somewhere, just for fun. That way we've accomplished something. But we'll let Busy Bee give us something deliberate first if it can. Tron Down is something new. Okay, that'll work. It also does not appear to have any cities near it, but there is, of course, this massive city here. And that makes me kind of want to connect to it. I could just connect up to these as well, that would work, but I kind of want to actually see, if you can believe it, I want to see the city grow a little bit more. So, what I'm going to do, and I'm not sure if I can, because there is a maximum range for these stations, but I'm going to try to connect a bus station out here, somewhere further out of the city, if it will let me. Well, that's willing to connect to that one. Can I then connect another one? No, it's got to be separate. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'll just do it as a road vehicle. I was originally planning to, if I could get a station out far enough, to do a train or a plane out here, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. Unless maybe off on the side here? No, that's still too far away. I'm just not sure where, or even if I can, get close enough from the edge of the city here. But I'm certainly going to try. All these little streets have junctions on them, apparently. Yeah, these are still too far away. It's probably going to be the same problem over here, but I'll try. I actually might be able to sneak a train around, though, if I connect it over here. So let's try that. I can. Do I want to grow Meatown or Dreadnought? I kind of want to grow both. Let's grow Meatown. Fairly arbitrarily. And then we'll plunk in an airport. Just because I don't want, if I snake a train around here, that will block future growth. Basically, I'll be kind of making almost like a wall. But if I just make a little airport over here somewhere, then that should not affect anybody at all. I just want to see exactly how far away I can put this while it still can connect. Right there, apparently. Okay. So I want to try to leave at least some room for immediate growth. That's kind of what the point of that. And let's go over to Trondon. There it is. And this, again, we'll put the airport off to the side somewhere flat, and then just pop in a bus terminal in the center of town somewhere, so it actually counts as helping the city. Ew, that's not close enough. Alright, how about there? Well, how about there? That's close enough. And can I squeeze in one more? No, that's okay. That should be enough coverage anyway. That's most of the city. It's not all of it, but it's a good piece of it. So I'm not going to bother building any actual buses, of course. I'm just doing this for the airplane connectivity. Right, so we want our shiny new, was the Dart, right? Yes, shiny new Dart, which we will make sure is set to passengers. It'll also carry mail, but that's just a bonus. Come on, thank you. And this trip shall be called Meatown to Fraud Down Passenger. Excellent. Good, 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 good. And we'll set its actual route. I could see it. Thank you. So we go from the hangar to the station. We come down here to Meatown. Airport. So we go to the hangar. And I always do hangars on both sides because I do not trust planes not to blow up. I know that may sound terrible, but it's the reality of the situation. I don't trust planes not to blow up. I don't like fireballs. I've had them a few too many times. Okay, there we go. Now, this will, of course, just have to activate the station first on this side. So there will be nothing to carry this way, but this side because Meetown's already got passenger traffic, this will already have access to them. So it will only do the trip one way for free. The way back, it will take passengers. That is a very busy little depot there. Pretty much continual digging. Anyway. That is a very, very busy station. Yeah, I've got 26 vehicles that officially go through there. Wow. Anyway, our plane has arrived. It'll pop in for some maintenance. It probably doesn't really need yet, but we'll give it to it anyway, because the reliability is still kind of crappy. Even though it is at a prototype stage, it's still pretty bad. But that's okay. So we've loaded up, full load of passengers and a bit of mail. And let's watch this guy just zip across at crazy speeds. 957 kilometers an hour. Just craziness. So this trip does not take long at all. I mean, this is good speed even if I had to speed up. It just zips across the screen. That's fantastic. Anyway, I just want to get this thing to land, and I see I have one more thing to do afterwards. First, I just want to make sure that this is profitable after it dumps its passengers off. It should be. Oh yeah, that'll be fine. And over here, clearly, yeah, this side of the farm has expired completely, so we can just send all these vehicles away. Actually, I can just do oh, sorry, it's on this side. I was going to say, I thought there was a way to just send all of them to depot at once, and there is. But it's on the pop-up screen. And then once all these guys finally clear, we can delete all this, and that's going to be a great place to wrap up the episode. Of course, they all sat there so long, their reliability's terrible. But anyway, they'll get there eventually. In the meantime, how is the farm on this side doing? Is it still okay? Yeah, it's still doing fine. I'm actually surprised the farm on this side lasted so long. It actually did pretty well, considering how long we were using it for. Because that's one of the ones we built. I don't think it was one of the first things we built, but it was fairly early on. It was definitely still during the time where we only had road vehicles. Because I definitely would have done a train across here if I could have at the time. So I know it's at least 20 years old, but I think it's actually much, much older than that. I don't think you can ever see... I don't think it tells you anywhere what year you built it in, but that's okay. Anyway, we don't really need to worry about it because it's going away. We don't do historical sites in this game. Actually, I'll get rid of all the road on this side because they are never going that way. I will leave this road because it used to be... Well, granted, it's gone. I was going to say there used to be a computer route through there, but clearly that has expired as well, so I see no reason to hold that. Frankly, to hold any of the rest of it either. I don't know if... Okay, so it does keep it. I was going to say, I don't know if that will wreck the train, because officially the truck station is the primary, but I guess it'll just switch it to a train station. It'll be fine. Okay. Fantastic. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. I just paid to rip up all this grass that's just going to grow back later anyway. Whoopsies. Clicked too fast. Sad part is some of these vehicles were waiting on auto renews and I just paid to auto renew them. Anyway. It's okay. We'll get most of that money back right there anyway. And we can plunk that. And there we go. And at that point, folks, I'm going to call this an episode. So thanks for everyone for joining me. And until next time, stay calm. And I hope you'll come and chill with me again in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye now.